Greetings everyone and welcome to another moveset with commentary. Today we have number 39, which is Kiyomasa Kato. So, his weapon is called Steel Fang. And as for his move list, he's a hyper attack oriented character. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is our second? Yeah, probably. Doesn't matter. So hyper attack oriented characters, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strong hyper attacks. That's the whole deal with them. They have 4 power attacks. 3 of them are 2-layered and or double-layered. And as for his special skill, charge up and unleash a powerful forward spinning attack. Charges more quickly following a power attack. It looks pretty cool, but it's not really powerful. Yeah, it's more like for effect. So let's dive right in. So this is aerial square and aerial triangle. Nothing too special. Now let's go into his square string. So his square string is pretty nice actually. One of the better square strings in the game, in my opinion. Now first power attack is like this. It's quite elegant. Nice. 1, 2 is like this. One more time. So yeah, kind of pushbacky attack, nothing too special. So this is his third one. Pretty boring if you ask me. And the fourth one, yeah, that's kind of okay. Now let's go and look at his hyper string. Okay, so first strong hyper attack is this one. A second, I actually think that the second one is something like a grab, so let's demonstrate it somewhere. The first one, it's not? No, it's not. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, the third one is pretty cool. The third one is really good. Really powerful heat wave. 1, 2, 3, 4. What was that? It's kinda 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so the fifth one is the grab one. Yeah, this one is really cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the sixth one is also cool. Almost like a mini Muso. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is again the grabbing one. Now for a special skill. Yeah, it's like this. It looks nice, but it doesn't do much of a damage. Now let's look at his Muso. So Kiyomasa is one of those guys who is basically using another fire wave. So yeah, who else uses fire wave as their Muso attack? So that's Yoshihiro Shimazu, Tadagatsu Honda, and Yukimura Sanada. So 4 basically same Muso attacks. Yeah, great, good job, really. But I gotta say that Kiyomasa's fire wave is probably the best one because it's kind of like the most powerful, at least in terms of look. In terms of looks, it's really the best one. Okay, so now his horse attacks. It's like this. Oh, this is first one, second one, and 1, 2, 3. It's like this. All right, so let's gain our spirit gauge, and in the meantime, so Kiyomasa was rather famous for being like a good builder, and he was also like loved by people. And yeah, that's basically everything that we need to know about him. He was one of the 7 spears of something, alongside with Mr. What's his name? God damn it, Fukushima. Oh yeah, and yeah, like he was one of the students of Hideyoshi Toyotomi. So now to his Musou Frenzy. This Musou Frenzy is actually really good. I really like this one, and it's super useful. Alright, so now let's find some officer so we can demonstrate our counterattack. And let's talk about Kiyomasa himself, the way I see him. So Kiyomasa, let's first talk about his positives. So that would be definitely his Musou Frenzy, a few moves of his hyper string, and come on, and of course the fact that he's using something like a scythe, because yeah, you know me, I'm a huge fan of scythes. So even though it's not like it's not, you know, typical scythe, it's still basically a scythe. Yeah, so that's always good. Okay, we've seen nothing, so let's clear the area first. So yeah, what do we have? So yeah, scythe, a few cool strong hyper attacks, and yeah, that's basically everything about what makes him like good, in my opinion. Again, we saw nothing, but hey, there's standard bearer. We can make everyone fall on their asses. Okay, now attack me. Great. So that's that. That kick is kinda lazy, but that's part of the charm. And now towards the things that I don't like about Kiyomasa Kato. So first things first, I don't like his hairstyle and his hair. I don't know, he kinda looks like a cliche shonen main protagonist. You know, they love to give the protagonist those spiky hair. I think it has to do with the fact that everyone in Dragon Ball was like that, and you know, people in Japan are still super fanboying over Dragon Ball. I was never a fan of Dragon Ball. I don't know, it's kinda too old for me. Also that tigerish vest, or what that is, not a big fan of that. So yeah, overall I don't like his design. The only thing that is good about him is that scythe, and that scythe alone doesn't look particularly good. So yeah, so overall, you might be thinking that Kiyomasa should be lower on my list, and you know, I have actually nothing to say about that. Kiyomasa is on this position purely based on a feeling. Yeah, Kiyomasa is kinda okay character. You know, like he's not boring, but he's not really special. Yeah, that's the whole deal about Kiyomasa Kato for me. He's nothing too special. He's a normal character. Let me put it this way, okay? Kiyomasa is one of those characters who serve their purpose only if they are paired with their friend. Okay, Kiyomasa's friend is Masanori Fukushima, and Masanori is a stupid, crazy guy, and Kiyomasa is kinda the one who is there to tone him down, to talk some sense into him. But strip him of this crazy partner, and what you have pretty boring dude. So yeah, there are characters in anime who are like that. You know, their whole gimmick is to keep their partner in check. But if you like if you make them stand alone, you realize, oh man, this guy is pretty boring actually. You know, the only thing that he does good is keeping that crazy friend in check, but yeah, other than that, nothing really interesting about him. And yeah, that's Kiyomasa Kato for me. He's not really interesting alone. He's kind of okay when he's when he's with Masanori Fukushima, but yeah, if he's alone, he's kind of meh. But I gotta evaluate his gameplay, and his gameplay is okay. I like to play as him for like 1, 2, maybe 3 stages, then he gets kinda boring. So yeah, that's Kiyomasa Kato. If I had to pick one sentence for him that would define him, I would say a guy with sight that's not too special. Yeah. So that's Kiyomasa Kato for me. Tell me what do you think about him, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, by the way, he's not in Sengoku Basara, and again, I don't think that we will get him because he doesn't seem that much important historically wise. Alright, so that's Kiyomasa Kato. So farewell, guys. Oh, I kind of forgot to show you that you can charge this R1. You know, I wanted to have it like a big surprise, you know, to be like, okay, so this move is not that good, and in the end of the video, it was supposed to be like, but wait, there's more. Oh! And yeah, the whole punchline got lost because I'm a dumbass who doesn't remember shit. So yeah, that's happened. Well, what can I do? I'm just a forgetful guy.